Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel for another episode of our journey for Astor Radagon. So a little bit off screen, we did some farming, basically for reputation. As a pet class, it's good to get Devil's Crossing to Honored here, because you need this very powerful augments at level 40. So around 35 level you have to start killing bandits and stuff, so you can unlock your Rift Count salts. This is extremely powerful. This stacks tons of chaos resistance, elemental resistance and total speed. And total speed at the moment is a huge upgrade to the pets, thanks to the current changes from the last patch. And you have to grind a little bit less compared to Devil's Crossing. You have to grind Royal Hive for a Respected with Homestead, so you can buy yourself Hysteria Relic. This allows you to summon one extra pet. Is a cold pet, but still stacks some other types of damage on top of it, thanks to Mogdrogan Pact and our pet gear. How I farm Devil's Crossing reputation, basically, let me open the map. I hit basically Halion at Old Tarkovia. This allows me to farm a little bit more meadows. After that I hit guys at the pit, and after that I hit Cronley hideout, entire Cronley hideout and entire the Four Hills area, and this is around 800 reputation if you execute it properly. And usually, I don't remember how much you need, but let me check here. So it's usually between Respected and Honored you need 5000. So this is approximately 6-7 runs. And pretty much that's it. Without much further ado, let's start. Time for Mongara fight. Very easy. Our pet's gonna destroy her. Absolutely easy battle. Another very easy fight. Nothing to scare of. And we can check on Goliaths. Here, very important to kill all the healers. You don't want suddenly one of them heal the boss at 20%. And we can face the boss alone. Pet's gonna eat him alive. Basically, this is a very boss friendly spec. This is a high hitting pets compared to pink skeletons. That's the witch quest. I usually like to save her. Later on she gives us a little bit extra reputation and a little bit extra experience. Not that much, but still better than nothing. Very good pet helm, especially if you are shaman. Taskmaster of Decay, not the best, but still going for a lot of Mogdrogan Pact. Also bonuses to pets. Some Ether Chaos Resistance, not bad at all. We're gonna lose some Aether, but that's fixable later on. Bower was absolutely destroyed. At this point, pet's very strong. You're not gonna have any problems, especially keep them alive. That's why we take this defensive devotion path. Time for Zarya fight. We have to stay away from her crystals, especially with such a bad chaos resistance. I'm gonna let the pets do the job. Gonna stay behind. Houndmaster, not the best tome, but you can fight. Basically, you can fight her for her stuff. She drops the codex and she drops the amulet that we're looking for, which is this one. Comes with modifies to Briarthorn and one to Shaman. Probably this is not so big deal, so probably I'm gonna buy Undead's Vigil Amulet from Bloodgrove. I think should be better.
See what's left of my wares. See you around.
Okay, it's time for Commander Lucius. Not very hard battle for this build. We're just gonna let the guys do the job. And he's done before even start doing his attacks. Anasteria. I'm going to kill her. This is the most useless faction. Pretty easy kill. Lord Talonis. It's not supposed to be a hard battle. Pet's gonna eat him alive. And now it's time for Lochorn, the final boss from the main game. Pet's gonna destroy him. Pets, it's usually one of the best beginner playthroughs. You have a lot of window for mistakes, because usually you are not the person that tank all the damage, it's your pets, especially these big pets like Blind Fiend and Briarthorn. They have a lot of threat on their abilities, so it's very hard to take the aggro from them. But the way aggro works in Grimdown, usually if you place few debuffs, you put yourself on top of the aggro table. So you have to keep that in mind. That's why I decided to put Ishtak for extra taunt. Okay, let's do a quick recap at the end of the video. Gear wise, we run our weapon that converts physical to poison for our main pets, Briarthorn and Blind Fiend. We run double goals. I decide not to farm for the, how it called, Bloodsworn signets. I mean, I'm still not deep enough in Shaman to unlock Emboldening Presence, so I just stick with the goals for extra Mogdrogan Pact points, which is again converted to acid by my pets. Armor slot is basically Fanatic Overcoat. I have some problems with Chaos Resistance, so I run this armor basically for the good stats it gives, and of course Chaos Resistance. We run Dominator, Beastmail Sect Leg Guards. This is the only MI in the game that have a, for the pant slot I mean, that have bonuses to pets. We run Hysteria, not much options here early on, and this one is quite nice. Give us extra pet with crowd control and percent health and all damage to pets, also flat life for us, all good stuff. We run Solar Belt, again not much options, I decide to go for a Shaman Belt. We run Alliance Crest, double pet suffix prefix, pretty good roll. We run Tri-Res Boots from the Homestead, not the best roll, but still. We run these gloves mainly for the ground slam, but I think it's time to change them to fill the gap in the resistances. We run Rowery Shoulder Guard for basically flat life, elemental res, defensive ability, and Briarthorn's ranks. Also some nice bonuses to pets. We did few Zarya runs. This is the best codex basically that I managed to get. I don't like to farm so much for a suffix prefix. I decide to go for the first single pet at least. So we got pet prefix and completely useless suffix, but that's okay. It's gonna do for the next 10 level or so, and I'm gonna try again. We run Death's Watcher Pendant. I decide to not go for a Zarya Pendant. This one gives me more value because more Mogdroga impact, more flat life, less damage from Undead, and Zarya pendants are very good if you are conjurer, but I'm ritualist, so not very good for me. And my Briar Thorn does not die that often, so I don't benefit that much from the minus cooldown. Devotions, I decide to put Ulu and Ishtak for tanky pets. Of course you can put something more offensive. This is my way. It's personal preference. I'm gonna finish stuff of Rattosh and I'm gonna probably go for Ulu. After that I'm gonna pick some fillers to unlock Ishtak and I'm gonna start maxing this out. Because a lot of armor, resistances, all damage resistances, and the best part is taunt ability. Pretty good stuff. But thank you everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you in the next one.